Hi, hello, welcome to the world of zoology. Myself, Dr. Sai from Zoology Wala. My dear future medicos, in the previous sessions, we have seen the morphological aspects of cockroach and anatomical aspects of cockroach also up to certain extent. So, in the last class, we have discussed, or in the previous video I explained till the circulatory system of cockroach, and now in this session I am going to explain you the respiratory system of cockroach, excretory system of cockroach and the nervous system of cockroach also. Okay? So, then let us begin the respiratory system of cockroach. You know, tracheate arthropods, trachea are the respiratory organs in most of arthropods. Of course, there are different types of other respiratory organs also seen in arthropods like gills. In case of cockroach, the respiratory organs are trachea. So, you can see the pipes here. So, trachea are the respiratory organs seen in cockroach. See, we have the trachea here. This is the windpipe. In case of cockroach, so many pipes are present in the body. I told you in the last class that there is no respiratory pigment present in the cockroach. If hemoglobin is present or if any respiratory pigment is present, it is going to take the atmospheric oxygen, or it is going to take the atmospheric oxygen from the lungs, and then it will distribute to all body parts, to the cells. But here the respiratory pigment is not there in cockroach. Then who is going to give oxygen to the cells of body? Nobody is going to give oxygen to the cells of body. So trachea directly supply oxygen to the cells of the body. Each and every cell in the cockroach body is very specialized, you know. It is able to take the atmospheric oxygen directly from the trachea. So, number of spiracles are present on either side of the cockroach. On the lateral sides of cockroach, spiracles are present. See, this is an opening called spiracle. Spiracle is the opening. So, through which the atmospheric oxygen rushes into the body. How many spiracles are present in the body of cockroach? You know, 10 pairs of spiracles are present. 10 pairs of the spiracles are present. Among those 10 pairs, 2 pairs are present in the thorax, 8 pairs are present in abdomen. Let me explain you a bit detail. First 2 pairs of spiracles are present in last 2 thoracic segments. I told you in the last class, or in the morphology if I remember right, thorax contains 3 parts: prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax. So, among these 3 parts, imagine this is prothorax, this is meso, this is meta. In case of cockroach, first 2 pairs of spiracles are present in the last 2 segments of thorax. It means mesothorax, metathorax. No spiracles are present on the prothorax. You know, the extension of prothorax is nothing but neck. I told you already, cockroach is able to show the flexibility, it is able to show the movement in all directions. Head is able to move so freely because of having the neck support. That neck was formed because of extension of prothorax. In that prothorax, the spiracles are not seen. Spiracles are present in mesothorax, metathorax. I mean to say, where forewings and hind wings are present. Isn't it? Forewings are present in mesothorax, hind wings are present in metathorax. So, here first 2 pairs of spiracles are present in last 2 parts of thorax, and first 8 abdominal segments contains last 8 pairs of spiracles. So, these are the first 2 pairs of spiracles among the 10 pairs, and the last 8 pairs of spiracles, they are present in first 8 abdominal segments. First 8 abdominal segments. So, how many abdominal segments are present in the adult cockroach? Means 10 abdominal segments are present. First 8 abdominal segments contains 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pairs of spiracles. So, how many spiracles are present means here 2 plus 8, 10, 2 plus 8, 10. Total 20 spiracles are present. How many pairs of spiracles are present? 10 pairs of spiracles are present. Am I clear? So, all spiracles are functional. All are functional. All are functional. That is the reason why it is called holopneustic system. HOLOPNEUSTIC. It is not that much important, but better to just study Holopneustic system means all functional, all spiracles are functional. All spiracles are functional. All spiracles are functional in cockroach. That is the reason why it is called holopneustic system. This is the reason all spiracles are functional. You know how many pairs of spiracles are present? Just now I told total 10 pairs of spiracles are present. If more than 3 pairs of spiracles are present, you can consider it as polypneustic system. P-O-L-U-P-N-E-S-T-I-C. Polypneustic system. Why the respiratory system in case of cockroach is called polypneustic system? Why? Because greater than 3 pairs, more than 3 pairs of spiracles are present. More than 3 pairs of spiracles are present. That is the reason why it is called poly. Poly means many. Holo. Holo means complete. All spiracles are completely functional, and here more than 3 pairs of spiracles are present. So this is the assertion, and this will become the correct reason for that correct assertion. So polypneustic system and holopneustic system is present in cockroach. Am I clear? So this is the spiracle, and the spiracle opens into this atrium. Trachea, spiracle opens into trachea. I will tell what is that atrium. Trachea divides into number of structures called tracheoles. Have you seen this? So these are tracheoles. T-R-A-C-H-E-O-L-E, tracheole. Okay, this is tracheole. I will show you, I will explain by taking another slide. Please wait. And now see this one. Imagine this is the spiracle which opens into atrium like this, and this atrium is valvular. Of course, here valves are also present like this, and this is trachea, and the trachea divides into tracheoles like this. These are tracheoles, and tracheoles directly reaches the cells in order to give or supply oxygen. Directly enters into the cells. So what is this structure? And of course here there is a chitinous ring. Chitinous ring is also present. Of course here sphincter is also present. Sphincter is nothing but muscle which surrounds the opening. So this is sphincter, S-P-H-I-N-C-T-E-R, sphincter. And this is the opening, and this opening is called spiracle, S-P-I-R-A-C-L. And chitinous ring is also present. Do you want to know the name of that chitin ring? The chitin ring is present to give support to the spiracle. Peritrium, not required. And this one is atrium. This is atrium, and of course here bristles or hair-like structures present to filter the dust particles. And this chamber is called atrium. Atrium is nothing but chamber. And this is the valvular structure, valves to allow the air. And these are trachea, T-R-A-C-H-E-A, which divides into fine tubes called tracheoles. That is an extraordinary structure present in the cockroach. It is able to take the air and able to send directly to the cells. You know, the cells no need to wait for hemoglobin. Cells can directly take the oxygen what these tracheoles are giving. So that is the reason why atmospheric oxygen is directly supplied to the cells. So cells are able to respond very fastly. That is the reason why tracheate arthropods are very fast. You know, they will move very fastly. For example, if you take the Scolopendra, Scutigera, 100-legger, 1000-legger, and even insects, they are very fast, because of course there is another reason also there why they are so much fast, because of their nerve cells also. And the basic reason, as we are discussing the respiratory system, we should restrict here. So tracheate arthropods are very fast because atmospheric oxygen is directly supplied to cells, and cells are also in a position to take the atmospheric oxygen through tracheoles by means of diffusion. So here oxygen will be given to the cells, carbon dioxide will be taken with the help of a process called DIFFUSION. You have to remember this word, diffusion. So what are the points you have to remember? Trachea are the respiratory tube-like structures which helps in respiration. Spiracles, total 10 pairs are present. Spiracle opens into the trachea directly if you are not mentioning the atrium. Trachea divides into fine branches called tracheoles. Which supply oxygen to the cells with the help of a process called diffusion. Like that, number of trachea are present in the body. Number of interconnecting channels, commissures are also present. Do you want to see all the tracheal tubes which are present in the body? Just wait. just for your understanding, I will show the number of the tracheal tubes here, okay, just for your understanding. Okay, just have a look over the green color tubes what I have represented there. So the green color tubes, they are all the green color tubes which is there in the diagram, all they are nothing but trachea. They are nothing but the connections. All there, number of connections, commissures are present. Commissures are present to which or through which the atmospheric oxygen will be given to the cells with the help of diffusion process. Even cephalic trunks are also present. You can see that. Even these branches are extending into the head region also. Okay, that's all about the trachea. That is the reason why these organisms are very fast. Am I clear? Let me clear it. That's all about the respiratory system of cockroach. And now I want to explain you about an important system, excretory system. Excretory system of cockroach. What is this excretory system? Who is going to perform the excretion in cockroach? Who is going to perform? Malpesian tubules are going to perform excretion. MALPIGHIAN. Malpesian tubules are the excretory structures. In addition to that, urcos glands, URECOS, urcos glands also perform the excretion mentioned in CBSE textbook already. Nephrocytes also helps in excretion, and cuticle also helps in removal of some waste materials. Fat bodies also act as, fat body is also called corpora adiposa, ADIPOSA, corpora adiposa. These also acts as excretory organs. All these are the excretory organs. I already explained you, I have shown you the malpesian tubules of cockroach at the time of digestive system. We have seen it already. Malpesian tubules, around 100 to 150 malpesian tubules are present at the junction of midgut and hindgut. Just above the ileum, you can see the malpesian tubules. Already I explained, say this, imagine this is midgut and this one is the small tube called ileum, and now let me change the color to show you the malpesian tubules. See, these are the malpesian tubules. Actually, they are present light yellowish color. So to show you more clearly, I am just representing with some dark color. 100 to 150 malpesian tubules are present. They are flowing in the hemocoel. They are just floating like that. Okay. So if you just dip the cockroach after opening of the body, if you just dip it in the water, the malpesian tubules will flow like this. These are the malpesian tubules, and this is ileum. And now these malpesian tubules are going to collect the waste material, some of the contents from some of the salts from the hemocoel. This is the body cavity. Let me call it as a hemolymph body fluid. So from this body fluid, some of the waste material, some of the substances like salts, like potassium, urate compounds, carbon dioxide, water, all these compounds are taken by the malpesian tubules, and now the malpesian tubules are going to prepare the excretory material called uric acid. Okay, how it is going to happen? Just I will show the malpesian tubules by taking another slide. Please wait. Say for example, let me change the color. Imagine this is the midgut. Please listen carefully. This is malpesian, very simple. This is midgut, and imagine this is one malpesian tubule. Okay, and this one is ileum, and there also another malpesian tubule will be there. And now this here just observe here cells are present. What are the cells present in the wall of this malpesian tubule? I will tell. What are the cells present here? Let me take a section of the malpesian tubule. If you cut the malpesian tubule, it will be like this. Okay, isn't it? This is something like a pen marker. If you make a section of it, let us cut it. See this, it appears circular. So this is the wall of malpesian tubule. Of course, muscles are also present. Longitudinal muscles are present here. Muscles are present. We don't require it. Then what are the components we required here? Here, glandular ciliated cells are present. Glandular ciliated cells are present there. Okay. See here now the cilia. These are cilia. these are the cilia. These are the cilia. Clear? So, this is the empty space. This empty space is lumen, L-U-M-E-N, lumen. And of course, this is the nucleus per cell. So, what are these cells? Glandular ciliated cells. They are present in this wall. This is the lumen. And this portion, this is called, this portion is a distal portion. And this is the proximal part of malpresent tubule. And this distal portion is called secretory. See here, secretory. The substances are secreted into this malpresent tubule. So, it is secretory. This is secretory. Proximal, this is absorptive. A-B-S-O-R-P-T-I-V, absorptive. Cells are absorbing, cells are secreting. See here, whatever the substances, I told you that some of the substances, some of the salts like potassium urate, they are secreted into this malpresent tubule. Something just for your understanding, potassium urate, carbon dioxide, like that. Some of the substances are secreted here and resulted in the formation of some other salts which are not that much required for the body, like uric acid, and water of course which is required will be reabsorbed, and potassium bicarbonate, some quantity of which is required for the body, so body will reabsorb it. That is the reason why it is called absorptive portion. And uric acid will be synthesized here, uric acid. That uric acid will be released into this ileum. This is ileum. Okay, that's all about the malpresent tubule. You can take, it's a crystal clear structure, and this one is midgut. This is midgut. So, from the midgut, the waste materials, see some of the contents are entering into this malpresent tubule, and even malpresent tubule is absorbing, see here, secretory portion. Some are secreted into the malpresent tubule, and then some of the compounds are absorbed which are required for the body. The compounds which are required for the body will be reabsorbed, and the compounds which are not required for the body, the compounds which are synthesized in the body, the carbon dioxide is a compound which is not that much required for the body, uric acid which is not that much required for the body, that uric acid will be released into the ileum, that uric acid is released into the ileum. So, malpresent tubules are going to synthesize the uric acid, which was mentioned in the CBSE textbook. As per CBSE textbook, malpresent tubule synthesizes this, prepares this uric acid, that uric acid will be released into the ileum. You may ask me, sir, there is a possibility of backward movement of this uric acid again into the midgut. There is a possibility, yes, there is a possibility. That is the reason why here sphincter will be there. Sphincter is nothing but a opening surrounded by muscle. I already told you at the time of spiracles. Okay, so here there is a sphincter, S-P-H-I-N-C-T-E-R. So, as a result of which, as a result of the sphincter, what happens? You know, backward movement will not be there. Waste materials will be released, will be dropped into the ileum, from where they reaches to the cecum and then colon, finally rectum. And if it is the human being, and if it is in case of ileum, cecum, colon, all these are the parts which are seen in the alimentary canal of highly developed animals like vertebrates, human beings. But here simply ileum, colon, rectum. So, waste materials reaches to ileum, from there to colon, from there to rectum, and finally sent outside through anus. So, what are the cells present in the malpresent tubule? Glandular ciliated. Okay, glandular, secreting something. Ciliated cells, useful for absorption. How many malpresent tubules are present? 100 to 150. Malpesian, name of scientist. Okay. So, malpresent tubules, what are the questions which may come in the examination? How many malpresent tubules are present? Where they are present? What are the types of cells present in the malpresent tubule? What is its basic function? Uric acid will be released. These are the questions beyond which there is no possibility of having question in the NEET examination, my dear future medicos. And now, if you observe the previous slide, see the previous slide, we finished the malpresent tubules. Okay, M-A-L-P-I-G-H-I-N, there is another alternative spelling also given at some places, but I am taking this spelling as standard spelling. Tubule, as the diameter is less than tube, we are going to call it as tubule. And what are these urcos glands? I will tell at the time of male reproductive system of cockroach. Urcos glands are seen only in male cockroaches. These urcos glands are useful for the storage of uric acid, and also they removes the body able to remove the uric acid which is there in these urcos glands. I will tell at the time of reproductive system. Just pass your adrenaline. And now nephrocytes. What are these nephrocytes? Nephrocytes, another name of these nephrocytes, right here. Nephrocytes are also called pericardial cells, Pericardial, pericardial cells. They are actually oval like this with two nuclei. Pericardial cells are binucleated. They are present on either side of heart. That is the reason why these are also called pericardial, peri surrounding, periplaneta, peri surrounding planet, like that. Pericardium, heart, pericardial cells. They are present near the dorsal diaphragm on either side of heart actually, and these nephrocytes function is clearly not known, but they may play a role in excretion. But we shouldn't use the word we don't know. Why? Because it was mentioned in CBSE textbook that nephrocytes are going to play, or they play a role in excretion. So we have to consider the function of nephrocytes as excretion. And cuticle, shedding of cuticle. Nitrogenous waste materials which are deposited over the body also will be removed whenever the cuticle undergoes shedding. You know, insects undergoes molting, which is also called ecdysis, shedding of cuticle. When the cuticle is shedding, then a new cuticle will form. So when the old cuticle has been simply shedding out, then the nitrogenous waste materials or the waste materials which are deposited over the cuticle also will be shedded out. Like that, cuticle helps in shedding also, shedding of nitrogenous waste materials or removal of nitrogenous waste materials. And fat bodies which are also called corpora adiposa. What are these fat bodies or corpora adiposa? Let me show you simply here. You know, number of cells are present in corpora adiposa. Imagine this is corpus adiposum or corpora adiposa plural. Number of cells are present in this corpora adiposa, like this. Number of cells are present. One cells, a type of cells are called urate cells, U-R-A-T-E, urate cells. There are also contain so many cells like adipocytes are all, corpora adiposa contain so many cells like mycetocytes, eunocytes, like that some cells are present. And here urate cells, the function of urate cells is to store uric acid. I will write here itself, store uric acid. The function of urate cells is to store uric acid. You may ask me, sir, what are these fat bodies, where they are present? Imagine this entire room once again as the cockroach. Imagine the room where you sit. Imagine the entire place, what you are seeing is cockroach body. And simply throw some balloons, something like birthday party. You throw some balloons in your room. Imagine each and every balloon is one corpora adiposa body, one fat body. Entire room has the hemocoel. If you imagine entire room has the hemocoel and one balloon has fat body appears like this. You may ask me, sir, okay, what you said is understood, it is clearly we are able to follow, but what about these urate cells? They will store the uric acid, but how the excretory material will be released out from the body means they are not going to release the excretory material out from the body. They are permanent storage organs. Lifelong, whatever the excretory material which is there in the body cavity, that excretory material, so called uric acid, it shouldn't harm the other cells. So fat bodies are going to catch that uric acid and made to store inside them lifelong. So these are permanent storage organs, whereas urcos gland is not like that. It is a temporary storage organ. At the time of sexual reproduction, it releases the waste material outside. How it is going to release the waste material, that I will tell at the time of reproductive system. That's all about the excretory system of the cockroach, my dear friends. Okay, and now this is the malpeas and tubule structure. That's what I explained. And now I am going to explain the nervous system of cockroach. Okay, so I am going to explain the nervous system of cockroach in the next session. Okay, if you want to enjoy the zoology wala, please subscribe and see the nervous system of cockroach. You will enjoy it definitely in the next class. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you, my dear future medicos. Signing off, yours zoology wala.